What is up, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy AyeeThatsAaron, and today we're talking about Naruto x Boruto Storm connections and the possible arcs that are going to be in the game. So before we get into the actual video, man, there is a whopping 90% of y'all that have not subscribed to me when it comes to my content. And honestly, man, if y'all want some better content, you just gotta subscribe to keep it going. But anywho, we're gonna get into this video, so let's talk about it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, like I said at the beginning, we're here to talk about the potential arcs that are going to be in Naruto Storm Connections, and honestly, at the same time, you'll be talking about the potential characters, right? So the main reason I mentioned that is because of that scene in the trailer where it was Sasuke, Sakura, and Sarada, and you saw the Team Ultimate. Yes, it's a new Team Ultimate. I covered that in one of my previous videos, so if you can check that out, go check that out. But here's something that a lot of people did not sit down and really think about. In that trailer, you see Sarada using A, Chidori, and B, if you look into her eyes, she has a 2-tome Sharingan. Now, that right there should give you an indication of where we should be at least when it comes to characters, right? Because they just don't drop random characters in there for no reason. Like, even for Mecha Naruto, he was a filler character, but hey, he was in the anime. So the reason I say that we should focus on that Sharingan is because, like I said, hey, this could really help us figure out what's going to be in the game regarding Boruto content and Boruto Story. Now, in Naruto Storm 4, we have the Road to Boruto DLC, and it essentially was the movie in game format. We basically went over the fight with Naruto, Sasuke, the 5 Kage, and Boruto against Momoshiki and Kenshiki, which was pretty clean, not gonna lie. But that was where the content stopped at, and even in the base game, they had that little bit where it was like Naruto versus Boruto, you know, that little saucy fight that they like to do, because, you know what I'm saying, CC2 likes to bless with some stuff. So you're probably wondering, Aaron, where are we going with the Boruto content? Well, Senju in Japan made a post on Twitter, and I'm about to put the post on screen, and he says right here, on March 6, 2023, let me be clear, this is not a leak, it is common sense. The original story in Storm C does not have manga/story content from Boruto in it. Do not trust anyone unless they have at least some signs of a credible history. Now, that's very interesting, and that's very disappointing as well. The first thing is that I think is interesting is, like, man, we're really just gonna straight up get just, like, you know, non-canon material. I think that's very interesting. I think that's a very interesting route that they went there. But at the same time, though, they could probably spin it and make it kind of gas if they wanted to. So the reason I said that is because, like, okay, with Sarada when Sarada used the Chidori for the first time, that's when her and Kawaki, Boruto, and Mitsuki went against Boro, and that's when she popped out the Chidori for the first time. And then on the internet, it says that she unlocked the second Tome Sharingan from fighting Deepa, right? So everything else before then sounds very tempting and free game. Everyone, stop right now. I had to stop this recording because, yo, we got our first V-Jump scan for Naruto Storm Connections. Now, I'm not here to tell y'all it's gonna be something good, because it's something mid. We basically just saw the same characters that we saw before. You know, hey, it is what it is. But at least we finally get to see the awakened form for Indra and Ashura, which I think is pretty sick. But, yeah, I'm just gonna put the V-Jump scan on screen for a little bit, and then we're gonna resume back to the video, okay? Okay. So, honestly, like I said in my first video, in one of my recent videos, Kawaki hands down is going to be in the game. It makes no sense for Kawaki to not be in the game. But it makes you think, like, man, if we're getting 2-tome Sarada, plus her using the Chidori, what could we be possibly getting? And this is what my theory is, right? I think they're going to give us core characters for us to be able to play as them before they actually drop DLC, right? So, for example, if we take a look at Demon Slayer, the Hinokami Chronicles, they were dropping characters before they dropped an extended story of the DLC. They never dropped the DLC, but at least they dropped the characters. They dropped Tengen, Gutaro, Daki, Awaken Nezuko, so on and so forth. Now in the future, whenever they decide, hey, we should make DLC for Hinokami Chronicles that includes season 3 stuff, they have the characters to make the story mode for them to finally be like, okay, we got the characters, we got the models, we got that, boom, and they have all the pieces that they need for the story. Because think about it, if they would have had to release a story and like 8 new characters on top of that, that would have just been too much to do. So I think they're going to end up doing for Storm Connections is, I think we're just going to get the core characters that are essential in the Boruto story. So characters like Kawaki, potentially Code, Jigen. I really do think they're going to put in my boy, man, I forgot my man's name. You know what I'm saying? The guy that fight Shin. There we go. Shin Uchiha. I already said Jigen. Baramo Naruto. Sasuke with the Rinnegan, even though I think they're going to have a new version of Sasuke with the Rinnegan and stuff like that. Now, this is where we could probably get something very saucy, and this is what I'm looking forward to. Ready? I think that we're going to finally probably get the fact that Boruto focuses heavily on filler characters, the filler, because he didn't have enough manga content to adapt. We can work this to our advantage. If they sit down and take the content that was made from the filler focuses heavily on a lot of characters, a lot of side characters. They might be able to sit down and just start adapting the side characters into the store, into the game. So we don't have to worry about, you know, anyone being spoiled by Boruto content. We don't feel like we're missing out on any characters, and we get more characters than we probably would have gotten. Because think of it like this: if we do not include the filler characters in Storm Connections, right? And they dropped, you know, they're obviously dropping Ashura and Indra, and they focus on dropping only Boruto characters from the anime. Correction, from the manga. We're gonna go by the manga. We're looking at roughly like 10 characters, and like that's not enough for a new game. That's like a season pass for Storm 4. You know what I'm saying? That's ass. That's kind of ass. But if you start mixing in filler characters like Metal Lee, Shigadai, Sumire, I'm trying to think of someone else. I can see them doing something with Dinky. I think Dinky would be kind of a cool character for them to do. Awabe, you know what I'm saying? Characters like that have been heavily slept on in the manga, but have so much potential. It's crazy. Inojin? Oh man, Inojin would be pretty trippy though. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, it's gonna be a copy, and it's gonna feel like characters, already established characters, cut and pieced together. But at the same time though, it's better than nothing, and I would really like to see how they would thrive with them. Oh, Chocho, can't forget my girl Chocho. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, so we're not getting, like Senju Japan said, even though he's kind of hard to be credible right now, we're not getting the Boruto story. We're not getting the manga content. We're primarily gonna get original story. And anime games don't matter. Anime games can make original stories interesting. One Piece Pirate Warriors 4, they had an original story when it came to Wano because they didn't know how it was gonna end. So they just made a whole new story for Wano, you know what I'm saying? So people didn't have anything to complain about, but they still had the characters to work with. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, so what do you guys think in the comment section? Are you guys happy? Are you guys sad? Do you guys think it's ass? Y'all think it's gas? Just let me know, man. If you guys enjoy this kind of content, just let me know. Like I said, 90% of y'all aren't subscribed. Y'all gotta do better, man. We be dropping some banger content here. So yeah, until next time, peace out.